All right, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Got a whole bunch of good crypto news stuff for you today. And the first thing that I want to start off with, unusually, is CoinMarketCap. Sort of the opposite day, as I usually check this last, and we see the great dumpening. We are way down, over 30 billion in losses pretty much today, as we can see. $9,830 Bitcoin testing back down under 10,000, and maybe the speculation that people think it might go back to 8,000 here soon could be true. Who knows? At the moment, about $183 Ethereum, 26-cent XRP, still dumping. Even Bitcoin Cash was up like 5 or 6% earlier today, now down by 11.5%. Litecoin down by 12.8%, one of the biggest losers of the day, aside from BSV. But when isn't it a loser? Huh. It's a little BSV joke for you there. But what is causing this? So I don't think anybody knows at this point. I do have my ideas on that, and I think the question is really starting to arise, and the answer will be shown sometime soon, maybe in the next year, maybe at best two. What happens to crypto in a stock market recession? So far, we have not seen that, as crypto in itself, Bitcoin, started right at the end of a stock market recession, rather the housing crisis, which affected the whole world in 2008. So we haven't seen that yet, and some people speculate that crypto is going to go down with it, because who has money when all of their stock and everything is devalued? Others believe that Bitcoin could be a hedge against this falling stock market, which I believe in that, but it's a matter of is it going to actually work that way or not? So right now I want to show you just a few seconds of this. Normally don't really care for CNN that much, but aside from that, just take a few seconds and watch this just to get an idea of what's going on at the moment.
Recession causing panic on Wall Street today. The Dow taking a dramatic tumble, ending the day down more than 700 points at the closing bell, 800 there on the chart right there. The huge slide was set off by one single warning, experts say, a specific economic indicator that has historically predicted oncoming recessions, a measure that flashed a red warning light for the first time since 2005. I want to go right to CNN's Christina Leshy at the New York Stock Exchange. And Christina, how bad was the damage today?
It was a bloodbath. We're down 800 points, a pretty dramatic.
It was a bloodbath. That's the very first thing that somebody says when asked, what was going on Wall Street today? A bloodbath. And we can see it looked like it has an effect on the crypto market as well. And I kind of want to take a closer look. If you just take a look at the charts on a just 1 day, maybe we can span out to the 7 day. We can see a gigantic whale sell off on the 10th from 8,800 to pretty much a $500-$400 sell off right there in Bitcoin alone in just the blink of an eye, essentially. And then we've had a few more, and you can kind of see them a little bit closer with the 1 day chart. We can see some real chunky sell-offs from 10,500, and that happened just earlier today while Wall Street was taking an incredible beating. So it looks like some people knew what was going on today, and do they know what we do not know? And again, this indicator that is set off the red light, since 2005 it hasn't occurred, and well, just a couple years later we had one of the biggest recessions we've had in a very, very long time in the stock market, probably since what was it, 1987 crash or what have you. With the whole stock market nonsense and the housing crisis, people selling houses, completely unregulated market selling. Oh, like you got a few $100, here's a house, you don't deserve it basically, but here it is, and then we're just going to raise the rates on you in a few months down the line, and you're going to foreclose really, really quickly and go bankrupt. And that's sort of 2008 in a nutshell. So are we seeing, do we see the answer here to the question that is the stock market correlated with Bitcoin? And today it sure was, with a crash of Wall Street, a crash of Bitcoin as well. Although I wouldn't call it a crash, pretty much one of the biggest losses we've had in quite a while. And at the same time with Bitcoin as well. So, so far, so correlated. But moving on from that, BitMessage creator proves Craig Wright faked a conversation with Kleiman. So again, with the whole Kleiman versus Craig Wright debate, redacted court documents from a hearing held back in late July shows BitMessage developer Jonathan Warren providing testimony which shows Wright forging documents. Oh, Craig Wright, always getting caught forging your documents. Back in 2018, Bitcoinist reported that Dave Kleiman's estate sued Wright for stealing 1.1 million Bitcoin. In response, Wright alleged that Kleiman signed away the sum as part of a blind trust. Where this blind trust came from, and so if this is a forged document, this blind trust, then that means that Wright just made this up and then provided the document to the world, essentially, which is the reason why he's in court. So I have to ask the question, and if Wright never forged this blind trust document, if it supposedly is, let's go with the notion that it is forged. If he had never forged and made up this document and then presented it to the world, would he just get away with stealing 1 million Bitcoin? So the question is it did the blind trust, him forging it, pretty much screw him over and bring him to court in the first place? Would the Kleiman estate never know that they both mined 1 million Bitcoin together, if that's even true in the first place? If he had never made the blind trust document. So what is this court case? Why is there even a blind trust document if it is forged? And if it wasn't forged, why even present it to the world if nobody knew about it? It really blows my mind. And then supposedly everybody has a private key to these documents, to these various, or a chunk of the private key to all these various wallets. Why make it public in the first place? So this is just the most mysterious court case I think I've ever seen. So part of Craig Wright's defense was a series of correspondence sent on the BitMessage platform describing the trust process as well as the escrow wallet for the trust. However, Warren told the court that these correspondences were likely forged because the messaging platform hadn't even gone live, as the time reflected in proof submitted by Wright. An excerpt from the transcript of Warren's cross-examination reads, "Do you see the message at the bottom in the box in the form in the from field?" I don't know if that's supposed to be form field or what. He says yes. It shows it shows an address beginning with BM2C. He says yes. It also shows a receive date of October 22nd, 2012. Yes. So what does that tell you about the message? It tells me that something has been faked. Either the date has been faked or the screenshot has been faked. And they ask, why do you say that? It says, because BitMessage wasn't released that time back in 2012 in October. So according to Warren, the communications protocol for BitMessage went live November 19th, 2012, almost a month after Craig Wright claims to have communicated via the platform. So this revelation isn't the first forgery accusation against Wright. Back in July, prosecution counsel accused Wright of forging the trust deed based on an inspection of the metadata of the documents submitted by the self-proclaimed Bitcoin creator, dated October 23rd, 2012. According to the details at the time, the document contains copyright elements that could have not existed earlier than 2015, 2 years after Kleiman's death. Whoa. Many in the crypto space continue to dispute Wright's claim as being Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, and also many will comment on this saying, deal with it, Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto. Okay, but not without proof, because he's not God and we don't have faith in just a man. Moving on to Facebook, covert audio sharing casts doubt over Libra privacy. You think so? But let's read it anyway. As Bloomberg reported on August 13th, Facebook confirmed it had used middleman firms to transcribe audio messages from its Messenger app. So the practice, which the company says it's halted just last week, even though Messenger's been around for a really long time, only involved users who had given their permission for audio collection in the app settings. Basically the thing that says, hey, would you like this messenger to use your audio? And you're like, yeah, of course, because I want to be able to talk to people. So you click OK, and you don't know what you're clicking OK to. The practice which the company however, Facebook did not disclose the data would be sent to third parties. So it's basically just recording everything you say on the Messenger app and then just sending it to third parties just to analyze and check out your life, just see what if you were talking about buying Pampers diapers, you might just happen to see a nice little nice little ad for Pampers or something on there. Really nice guys, just taking all your audio and then just transcribing it for you, and then selling you what you were talking about. I mean, it's honestly, if you think about it, it's a really nice plan. I mean, I appreciate that sort of thing when I have, seemingly private conversations with a friend or my wife or something, and then I get all kinds of ads based on that. It's super cool. It's so convenient. Much like Apple and Google, we paused human review of audio. Oh, good job, Apple and Google. They paused a human review. That's a step forward. That's a step in the right direction. They paused human review of audio more than a week ago. An official told Bloomberg, which reported contractors involved felt their work constituted a moral dilemma. The latest privacy shock is pertinent for cryptocurrency fans watching development of Facebook's in-house token Libra. As Bitcoin has reported, the project, while yet to launch, has the backing of some of the tech world's biggest and on occasion most notorious names. And just insert the word convenience after about every 6 or 7 words that I say. And that's really what they're going for. You know what I mean? They want to listen to your audio and transcribe it for convenience. Remember the word convenience, ladies and gentlemen. Large corporations such as PayPal, convenience, have agreed to stump up $10 million to run a nice convenient node for Libra, with critics already warning that a future Libra user could have their financial freedom entirely controlled by these nodes if 10 of the 28 initial validators, such as PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, eBay, Facebook, plus 5 others, all your favorite companies, if you were just asked, hey, what are your favorite companies? You'd be like PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, Facebook, eBay. Of course, those are my favorite companies because I've never gotten ripped off on eBay twice. Agree in a closed-door meeting that they want to reject your Libra transactions. They have the power to do so because they prevent a two-third majority from validating them. So that's pretty awesome. I like how they go on to say that, basically PayPal can freeze your account immediately, while in Libra, you need at least only 1/3 of the Libra members to collude and block your payments. That's so convenient. I only need 1/3 of gigantic tech industries and financial industries to block my payments. That's pretty awesome. So, Libra's looking pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Not a big deal. Moving on, Barclays dropped UK partnership with Coinbase. If you have Barclays, you know who to drop. And I know it's pretty hard to drop a bank, out of your life because all of your payments and your pending payments, going on in a bank, they tell you, oh, we can't close the account till all your pending payments. And then by the time those go through, you need to make another purchase or you need to make, pay more bills. It's actually really hard to move your bank. Plus your direct deposit goes in the bank account that you already have. Get rid of Barclays. So Barclays ended its partnership as a banking partner for Coinbase UK. Revealed sources close to the matter. Still, unconfirmed information holds that ClearBank will take over services for the UK cryptocurrency buyers. The bank, an innovative institution with a bent toward fintech and disruption, will aim to bring faster payments. Fair enough, ClearBank. Give it a shot. Don't let us down. Currently, UK buyers are deprived of a fast way to put funds into their Coinbase accounts. Waiting for days to buy an asset in a volatile market has angered traders in the past. ClearBank has set the goal of reestablishing the faster payment service by the end of the third quarter. So kind of a shill for ClearBank. I have no idea what ClearBank is. Never been to the UK, but hey, good for you guys at the very least that you're willing to step up, make that money. I get it, but still. Again, don't even need to read the rest of the article here. Barclays. Moving on. Dallas Mavericks become second NBA team to accept Bitcoin. All right, fair enough. Go adoption. The Dallas Mavericks become the second NBA team to accept Bitcoin as a means for payment for match tickets and merchandise. This tweet from cryptocurrency payment processor BitPay confirmed the news on August 13, which BitPay is kind of like... what is that demon lives in inside the earth or suppose? Oh, it's Satan. Yeah. BitPay's kind of like Satan. BitPay's a terrible service. But I digress. Fair enough. Progression, adoption. Why not? Cryptocurrency adoption been on the horizon for the Mavs since early last year when the team owner, billionaire tech investor Mark Cuban hinted that fans would soon be able to use Bitcoin to buy tickets to the team's games. A year and a half later, Cuban's plans have materialized and Mavs join their NBA rivals, the Sacramento Kings, and rolling out cryptocurrency access for their fans. So awesome. So kind of mass adoption, right? An NBA team, fair enough. But that's about all I have for you guys today. Kind of a short one. Didn't have a lot of things to talk about. You know, I think the main thing is that the dumping market, are we going to go down more from here? It's actually kind of looking that way. You never know with crypto. Maybe it'll just bounce right back up. But it is an interesting correlation today that with a savage dumpening in the Dow, results in a savage dumping in cryptocurrency. So again, there is a lingering question which nobody seems to have a good answer for because nobody has seen it yet. Will cryptocurrency fare well in a stock market recession, or will it do well? So, you know, will it do well or will it do poorly, rather? You know, are people going to use Bitcoin as a hedge and start dumping their stocks and put it into Bitcoin? So far, that does not seem to be the case. You know, because they don't want a correlative asset. They don't want something. They want something like gold and Bitcoin that doesn't really have any correlation with nations, etc. This, that, or the other thing when it's dumping. And those are usually sort of hedge assets. And will Bitcoin be one? So far, not the case, but still not quite a recession, just a savage dumping on Wall Street. And this has actually happened a few times in the past few weeks. So we are going kind of downhill here, and we'll have to stay vigilant on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. Helps me out a lot. My social media in the description below. That's all I have for you guys. But I will see you guys next time.